Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasWellNetRadio.com. And right now, I'm going to tell you about the fruit bat. A recent study of fruit bats found cunnilingus to be a major part of their repertoire. While following a colony of 420 bats roosting in a fig tree over the course of 13 months, researchers witnessed 57 incidences of sex, both oral and intercourse. The female bats who received oral sex before intercourse were found to last longer during copulation. Imagine that. Oh, the power of foreplay. Initially, males groomed their penises to go erect before approaching females. When they gently touched females with their wings, females typically moved away and males followed. When the females stopped moving, the males started licking the females' vaginas. I have to stop because this is bat porn getting away and is getting way erotic. That's in the line.
I am so impressed that the male will lick the female bats. But JJ,
next week we're going to give you a whole rundown of
we're going to find
animals.
Well, we should have had this topic the day Dr. J was here.
Maybe we should have her back just for this.
There is my champion, Cali Guy. Not having oral sex is a crime against nature.
I agree, Cali Guy. I'm on your team.
I'm on his team every single night.
All right, let's go to catch up,
bitch. Oh, Mama, you first. Catch us up.
Oh, I don't know. What did I do this week? Water aerobics. Let me see. 2, 4, 6. 6 miles. 6 miles of walking. A lot of movies on our new furniture. I love my new furniture because we fit. Him and I fit really good, like in our oversized chairs, and we sit there and put our feet up. So it's like, it's kind of nice. Look at he always sends me my list if I make sure I don't forget, so I get a text of my he's pissed off because I had to go to the doctor this week, and actually I went to 2 appointments this week. I had to do my blood doctor to make up for my iron, to check my iron levels again, and he looked at my stuff and he was like, your thyroid stuff is high. Last time my doctor raised me up to 325 for the thing, so I'm taking like the max plus a kicker, and she's like, yeah, we could take you off of that now. So DJ had to go to his doctor, and then so he asked our regular doctor if she knew a doctor that was fit, basically worked out or whatever, active, because his heart doctor he said, doesn't seem like he walks anywhere. But that was a whole. So our doctor, of course, she's like, what did he tell you? Well, he told me this, and wants me to do 75%, wants me to do this. And she's like, yeah, that's about right. Probably for, and he's like, well, I'm trying to do this triathlon. He's like, she looked at him and she was like, yeah, maybe next year. So he was all kind of bummed out. So he's trying to watch his heart rates and stuff. And of course, I'm stressed out because he's bummed out because he can't just go crazy. So, and he keeps trying to push the envelope. And I'm like, yeah, where you at? What you doing? Checking up on you and seeing, you haven't called me in 2 hours, yada, yada, yada. So.
Worried he's going to drop dead from another heart attack somewhere.
Well, no, not so much. I mean, the issue of that is not so much, would he recover another time? I don't know. At least I know what it is if it happens to happen again in front of me, because I know what to do, and, I can, motion somebody else there, do this because I already know what this is, Mm-hmm. So that kind of a little area is not so much. It's just the point of, he likes to go on his bike rides, and, he doesn't walk anymore by himself because on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, him and I walk together. And so I'm up to now about almost 2 miles now each morning we walk. So, which is good. And then the 2 hours of water aerobics. But I don't know. He's kind of bummed out because he's thinking that to him, what he's doing is like fucking sitting on the couch. And to, of course, anybody else that, does anything, it still seems like it's a lot. So he has to learn his middle ground. And then we were supposed to have the meeting today. And yeah, as I'm packing up the kids because they're going to grandma's, the baby said, Mom, the tree by my window, you can see the roots. So I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I go in there. Sure enough, the fucking storm last night knocked this big ass tree in my yard. Not on my house, thank you. But on the neighbor's house. Actually on our fence, but it kind of was over on the neighbor's roof a little bit. So we had to like try to get that off because, you know, I know there's supposed to be more rains and stuff coming. You know, is it going to knock it over anymore? And we don't want to have to end up owing the neighbors any money, basically.
Actually, I don't think you would have to owe the neighbors any money because that's considered an act of God.
And it should be covered under homeowners insurance.
No, active gods are not covered
Yeah.
under home
What?
insurance.
Acts of God. However, American Family Insurance has said that they will cover any incidences that involve sharknadoes.
Oh, Sharknadoes.
That's why flooding isn't usually covered.
You have to
you
have.
can buy flood insurance.
You have
I know,
to,
but
you
that's
have to
not
buy.
on your regular
It's not
home.
on
no,
a regular
you have to buy
homeowners.
it separate,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
you're required to in certain parts of the.
Yeah.
And earthquakes are not covered unless you have earthquake insurance.
Neither is hail.
Neither is hail. High winds are not
Lightning.
covered. Lightning strikes are not covered. Yeah.
So anyway, basically, so he got the tree off of the neighbor's house. And the funny thing is, when I went over and knocked on their door, and initially they weren't there, so he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get up here anyway. And they came home, and the lady says, yeah, I seen that last night. I'm thinking if somebody's fucking tree is in my yard or on my house,
Uprooted.
I'm gonna go knock. Hey, let me just let you know. She should have. Why didn't she knock on the? We didn't find out until like 4 something this afternoon that this was on there. You know, she's like, yeah, I seen it last night. Why didn't you fucking come and tell us? He could have been working on it a little bit by little bit instead of now it's crunch time. And, you know, of course, now I'm sitting there watching him the whole time. He's got the heart rate monitor on because, and then a few times I'm looking at him and he's going, like to calm himself down to bring his heart rate back down because it started going up over where it's supposed to go. So, yeah. So,
That's scary.
yeah. So, you know, that such is my life right now is, you know, to go along with all the everyday bullshit that we go through. You know, that's my, you know, and then he keeps threatening me to wear the heart monitor while we're having sex. So he has to go back to the doctor.
Beep, 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 beep.
He has to go back to the doctor in like 4 months. So he's like, so you want me to wear it while we're having sex? And I was like, we should do an experiment. And I was like, we should wear it just to see, you know, where it's at, right? And, you know, I'm like, you can always go slow, you know, that's okay. And he's like, yeah, you want to not have sex for the next 4 months? I was like, why the fuck you say that? He's like, well, if I go over my heart rate, and if we know that I go over my heart rate, then I can't have sex for the next 4 months because I have to do what the doctor says. So he's trying to be a smartass about the whole fucking situation, which, of course, adds to my insanity. Not my sanity, but my insanity right now. So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I watched a sitcom where a guy was attached to a heart rate monitor and he, even during sex, he couldn't have it go up over a certain rate.
So he kept
or
trying
something.
to keep it at a certain level.
So he would
That's
try to
funny.
have sex and it would get too close to getting too high. And
Sexy
Great.
Brown Eyes wants to say, thank you, sweet cheeks, for partying with me.
Hey, anytime.
she said she had a great time last night, by the way.
I
sure
did
did.
too. I did too. We had a good time.
Callie Guy loves
She
to
loves us.
Callie Guy loves to lick things that look like bats. But I get what he's trying to say. It's warm and fuzzy.
He wants to
Huh?
lick things that
No,
look
no.
like...
He says he likes to lick things that look like bats.
They're warm and
She's
fuzzy.
very hairy down there.
I am.
Okay.
I'm like Jungle Jane going
I'm
on
like,
over
I was
here.
lost. I'm like, what the fuck
You
is she
could-
talking about?
You could cornrow this.
Shit, hell
You could
no.
cornrow it.
I
Yeah.
don't shave
Oh.
mine, but I hardly have none.
I don't shave mine, but it gets a like a
Trim?
number. It gets like a number 1 on the
Oh.
clipper. You know, I don't.
And the reason why you don't have a lot of hair down there, Ma?
Because grass don't grow on a playground.
That's right.
Whore.
My
Any-
ex-husband.
any more
gave
for your
me
ketchup,
that.
Mama?
Mine never really grew very thick
Mine
either.
either.
So I mean, I have some long patch parts, but those get mowed down a little bit. I don't like shaving because it gets
get
itchy,
Oh, I can't
and
take it.
I don't like that. So I just like it. I like a fade. I get a fade.
I don't shave mine because, well, I don't want to. And my guy likes it like that. So
That's all right.
it is one less seriously twisty thing I have to do in the shower. Do you know what it takes to shave a fat girl's pussy
It
by
does take
herself?
a lot, yeah.
So when Callie, I just had this vision of Callie guy with a comb, and you know that means he wants to lick it. Like, I got the
No, he
comb,
just
baby.
moves. He runs his fingers through
It's
it.
like Moses and parting the sea.
I definitely
I'ma
don't
comb
have that
that
much
shit.
hair.
I'ma
I
comb that
definitely
shit.
don't have that much hair.
It gets caught sometimes in his penis.
That's a lot of hair.
Going into my just like, oh, it's caught the pussy hair right there.
Really?
Mhm.
That's a lot of pussy hair.
It is a lot, and it's long too. It's not just like curly.
Can I
And
braid
it's not
Hey,
curly.
Can I French braid it for you?
Absolutely.
Give her one of those. What are those
I
things?
want pictures of that.
I could French
She could
braid it.
bedazzle that shit for you.
No, I don't want.
Hey,
to
how about
bedazzle.
those new things you put on your hair and like it's like the chalk things and it makes them colorful
Ooh, I could do that on my pussy
and
hair.
then bedazzle it?
You could do that on your pussy hair.
I could have pink stripes in my pussy hair.
I could braid beads through it.
You sure
You
could.
could.
Put bells on the end. I could tinkle every time I queef.
And with that we're going to break. Thank you so much.
Alrighty then.
So when she queefs, that's hysterical.
You're listening to Courageous Bounty of Sin City. We will be right back.